Hey everyone, it's Stranger Grayson here. Welcome back to another horror movie review. So, since we are done with the Saw franchise, I can finally move on to some more movies. Hopefully with more franchises coming up, I can get through them quicker. It's just, I took a pause in between there, and then the Saw movies just kept kind of getting worse and worse as time went on. But then, fortunately picked back up with the last couple. But, just everything was messed up during that review, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed those nonetheless. I know Jigsaw's got the least amount of views right now, which is understandable. But anyway, figured since I was done with that, I could start another franchise or another movie. I put on my community tab which movie would you guys want me to review, or like which franchise would you want me to review. I figured the majority would vote in the one that was picked, which of course was Scream, so be on the lookout for that. I just actually finished watching the first movie today, so you'll see a review on that soon. But in the meantime, I actually had another movie I actually watched right after I finished Saw X that I figured I'd review for you guys, and it's a Stephen King adaptation. And I know I don't believe I've done a Stephen King adaptation yet. I'd have to double check, but I think this is my first one that I'm reviewing. And that movie is going to be the 1983 film, Cujo. Now, I know Cujo is not the best Stephen King adaptation out there. I think it has a better ending than the book did. I'd never read the book, so... but yeah, I gotta be honest, this Blu-ray release is kind of lame. I mean, here's the back of it, but I owned it on DVD. Still prefer it on Blu-ray. So, yeah. And it didn't really have a lot of special features, which is kind of sad. Anyway, Cujo. What is it about? So, Cujo is based on a Stephen King novel by the same name that was released in 1981. And not sure how much differently this is from the novel. I'm assuming most of it's the same besides the ending. But anyway, we follow this family. We follow the Chambers family. And we are seeing Vic coming out with a new cereal. Him and his few buddies at his company came up with, or in this business. And it's like a Raspberry Bites or whatever. It's like a cereal. It's going pretty well. And we also get introduced to his son, Tad, and I think Donna is her name. She's played by Dee Wallace. If you guys don't know her, she's well known in the horror community. She's been in a couple horror films. I think she's best known for this one, or it could be some others. I'm not sure, but I did recognize that name. And unbeknownst to Vic, she is having an affair with his tennis buddy, Steve Kemp. And yeah, so already she's seen like a douchebag type character, but don't worry, she's not like that. And Tad is this cute 5-year-old boy. I mean, like 4 or 5 years old. The actor playing him does a great job. I don't know his name, but anyway, we also get introduced to the Campbell family. It's Joe Campbell, and then his wife and his son. We also get introduced to his dog, his pet dog named Cujo. And the beginning of this film actually started with Cujo running around chasing a rabbit, and his head gets stuck in a hole where some bats are living in. And his barks awaken the bats, and one of them bites him on the nose, and he's finally able to get out and run away. Unfortunately, this bat was carrying rabies, and he has not been vaccinated for rabies. See where I'm going here? Anyway, Vic takes his car up there to Chambers because the mechanic he was going to was going to take a while. Or not Chambers, Campbell, sorry. Fix his car. Everything's great. He has to go up to a business trip or a business project thing, because the cereal that he's come out with, the red dye had some backlash because it was causing kids to like pee and poop red, and it made it look like something had gone wrong in their body, but it was just dye, so nothing was wrong. But that still caused some outlash, and they immediately pulled most of the cereal from the stores. So Vic is having to go up there to fixed everything. And by this time, he found out about Donna's affair, so their marriage is kind of stressed or strained. And he doesn't even say I love you to her when he leaves. He says it to his son, though, which I found was nice. Anyway, her car is having issues, so she takes it up there to the Campbells. Unbeknownst to her, Cujo had rabies, and he's already killed Joe's best friend, Gary, along with his own owner, Joe. So now Donna gets there and is now trapped in the blistering heat, and her car shuts off because of the alternator. She's now trapped in the blistering heat with her son and barely any water. And Cujo is just going to be attacking them relentlessly. Then Donna has to figure out a way to get out and escape. Cujo was definitely one of the shorter horror films I've watched. I think it was like, how long was it? It is, does it say? I don't think it says the running time on here. 93 minutes, there we go. It's like an hour and 33 minutes. Within the hour and 33 minutes, I did enjoy a lot of the characters in here. I think this is one of the better written Stephen King adaptations that I've seen. I'm pretty sure Stephen King himself even said that this was one of his favorite adaptations of his movies. I'm assuming Dr. Sleep is one of his favorites. I just kicked my camera. I'm so sorry. The characters, Vic, Donna, Tad, they're really nice. I mean, Donna seems like a jerk at first, but when the plot progresses and she's over there trying to protect her son, you really start feeling for her. And she does call off the affair. I will say that. She calls off the affair when Vic, before Vic even found out, she called off the affair. But Steve is being kind of weird. You'll understand why in the movie. I don't want to spoil much. Anyway, the dog actor that plays Cujo, I think they got like a few dogs to play him, and I think they even got a guy in a St. Bernard suit. I thought they trained him fairly well. You can definitely tell when he has rabies and when he doesn't, just the mucus and the blood all over him. I mean, it is definitely scary. And the kills, while they're not, a few of them aren't graphic. There's only a handful of kills in here. But the ones that are graphic, it's not as gory as I thought they would be. So if you're in it for carnage candy, this probably isn't the movie for you. You get a handful of kills, but it's not like, the body count's less than 8, I will tell you that. Or, sorry, less than 6. But this movie isn't really a slasher. It's kind of like I see it more as like a psychological horror film, more than a slasher type. But, I really do enjoy that. It's not a human for once. It's like a dog. It's not even supernatural. Well, I guess Cujo does have some supernatural elements to him, but I don't really think it's supernatural. But you can really tell the signs when he has rabies. I like how they did like the loud sounds and the piercing noises that irritates him. Really enjoyed that aspect of the movie. Joe is abusive to his wife and son, but I don't think we got a great kind of emotional attachment to him. I mean, even the kill when he dies, it's off screen. So, I really would have liked to see that dude die. But anyway, it's definitely an interesting movie. I would highly recommend it. I know Stephen King has a lot of great books. I've only read a handful. I think I've only read like Thinner and Christine out of the books that he's written. I know he's written a handful. The ending was actually a happy ending. Don't see that a lot in Stephen King movies, but you will enjoy the ending. Won't tell you what happens or anything, but take that as it may. So that has been my review on Cujo from 1983. Solid adaptation. I really would recommend it. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about an 8. Wasn't too bad. I mean, some shots did get kind of repetitive, and I think being trapped in the car was kind of I didn't really like that setting, but I guess it makes sense, the heat and claustrophobia and everything. And, some errors in there. And like I said, kills kind of tame, but I still think you'll get some enjoyment out of it. So anyway, if you guys have seen the movie Cujo, what is your thoughts? Or if you've read the novel, what is your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Really love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I guess stay tuned for my Scream review. So God bless and have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.